Welcome back to FM Jeeping. My name is Mark. Today we're going to be replacing the shaft on my PSC Hydro Assist ram. So quick backstory on why I'm replacing this. My first trip out with the Jeep after the 1-ton swap, I went on the first obstacle. The clamp on my tie rod, even though it was knurled and the tolerances were super tight and I tightened the ever-living crap out of it, still wasn't tight. I went up the first obstacle, the clamp rotated upward and took the shaft with it. So a couple things I learned, I'll pass on to you guys, is no matter how good the manufacturer says you don't need to tack it, weld it, whatever, throw some tacks on those tie rod clamps, they will slide. I've had it slide on me a couple times until I finally got fed up and I actually threw four tacks on it, and now it holds no issue. So, as you can see, I've already backed this out. This collar here was a pain in the butt. I tried using this adjustable spanner wrench, and all I did was egg these little holes out. I believe it's because the shaft has a little bit of tension on this collar because of it's bent, and I had to kind of get a little heavy on it. So what I did was took some channel locks, taped them up, which did jack crap, and marred up the collar. But this is my trail spare. I don't care. As long as it works and it doesn't leak, I'll be happy. So I jumped ahead. I didn't film it because my camera died, but basically I put the body of the ram in the vise with some wood to keep from marring the ram, as well as keeping me from squishing the ram or the body of the ram, because you don't want to create leaks. And then I used channel locks to get the collar off. You can see I marred it up a little bit. And this is where I've got it so far. There's a couple more threads before this should come off and a bunch of fluid comes out. So we'll now continue with the regularly scheduled program. So don't make the same mistake I think I might have just done. Don't try to put this up across these threads. There's O-rings obviously inside this. That's gonna, you'll tear it up. Man, I must have had a moment there for a second. I should be okay. We're gonna take it off the bottom here, I think. Yeah, we'll try. All right, got a 7/8. Try ripping this off without tearing it up too much. That shaft is busted. All right, if you didn't see, this part is threaded on to the bottom there, and this, because these threads are smaller, slides right over, okay? Doesn't help me when my hands are slippery as can be. So it's hard to see, but this one definitely has a bend in it. Not to mention I marred the crap out of the threads. But this is the old one. We were getting rid of this anyway. Yep. I'm not going to do the same thing I did to get the old one off. I'm going to go ahead and use the double lock nut thread thing. I'm going to put the nuts in a vise instead of marring up the threads. So what I'm using is kind of assembly lube, some regular old power steering fluid. It's what I use in my Hydro Assist thing anyway. I'm just gonna go ahead, lube this up the best I can. Good. All right. Time to put on the bottom piece. Oh, smoked it. Now, I don't know for sure, but it looks like there's some type of thread sealant there, just a little. So I'm gonna just take just a little blue. Come on. Okay. I'm gonna lube up all these seals with some power steering fluid. Oops. I hope I have my caps on. Okay. There we go. Let's try this. Let's see if this has any bearing. I don't trust the spanner getting that as tight as I really want it. So I'm gonna throw it in the vise one more time and lock it down with the channel locks. So I'm just going to go ahead and keep these on to protect the threads for now, just to keep protect the threads. Cheers. I think we're good. Okay, in conclusion, that wasn't that bad. In fact, I think the longest part was actually breaking the collar free, which took me probably about 5-10 minutes. I did that off camera, I apologize. Then the repair took 10-15 minutes total. Not bad. If this holds fluid, which I believe it should, we should be in good shape. So that's it. In conclusion, it took about 25 minutes to replace a bent shaft in this ram. Now, I feel like this is going to work pretty well. It cycles smooth like it did when it was new. It doesn't move when I have the caps on like it did when it was new. So theoretically, I think I got myself a good working spare ram. So in case I ruin my good one, I have one I can fall back on. If you have ever rebuilt this and I did something wrong, definitely give me a shout out in the comments. I'd like to know if I can do something better on the next time or something I need to fix before I throw this on the Jeep, if I ever do. So, you know, teach points all around. Hope you got something out of this. I know I did. We'll catch you on the next one.